Welcome back to the channel. This is S.O.G, and today we're taking a look at the GRABBAG Renegade. This one is their large bag, and instead of using traditional zippers, GRABBAG is known for their magnetic seal that's designed specifically for their sling bags and off-body carry. The Renegade costs $135, which definitely makes this more of a splurge buy rather than a necessity, but honestly, when you're a gun guy, anything that's EDC related is a must-have, and the Renegade comes in 3 different colors. The one we have in front of us is black, so this one is blackout. There's also slate tan and commander blue, and this thing comes in at about 9 inches wide, 7 inches tall, and about 3.5 inches deep. So it sits right in that compact sling category. It's not too big, but it's definitely enough space for a full setup. What makes GRABBAG different from any other sling bag out there is the access system. Instead of zippers, it uses a magnetic closure. So the whole idea is speed and simplicity. And I know a lot of people are going to argue that a bag is a dead giveaway of a gun, and it's easily accessible to anybody that wants to take it from you or access it. But here are my thoughts on that. Both are true. But unfortunately, we live in a world where there's a million different modern style trends going on, and having a sling bag or a crossbody bag or whatever you want to call it is one of those trends. And as far as how easy it is to open, the magnetic seal goes all the way around the bag. So it's not like there's just a few magnets or different points that hold it together. It's the whole thing that's magnetically held closed to open up. And also the magnets are good magnets, so you definitely need to commit to opening it so it won't accidentally open up, and you can't really sneak your way into it. Next, we're going to take a look at some of the features and start with the main compartment, and this is where your gun is going to go. Here you have a magnetic closure system with no oversized pull tabs to give anything away. Instead, you have grip areas that are textured so you can grab this thing and open it really fast. And inside you have molly loops and a Velcro attachment so you can run a Velcro holster and position it exactly how you want. There's also a structured backing inside which helps keep everything stable and prevents the bag from sagging or printing too much. And on the outside, you've got a front zippered pocket for smaller EDC items, and then a rear pocket that works great for your phone and other items that you carry. The back panel has molly loops and also a textured surface to help keep it from sliding around on your body, which is a really nice touch. And then you've got multiple anchor points for adding a secondary strap if you want more stability. Out of the box, you're just getting the bag, no holsters included, so you have to factor that in. But things that you can add on are going to obviously be a holster. You can either get one of their Velcro holsters, have your own holster, or order a custom holster from GRABBAG. They're called the Horus holsters, which is on their website. And that's going to be designed specifically for the setup that you have. It's also capable of running in an armor plate, which is a really nice touch if you want to take it a step further. That back pocket we were talking about earlier right here, you can actually fit a plate in here. And GRABBAG also offers that specific plate for this bag on their website, which is just crazy in a good way. I mean, it's awesome. As far as the loadout goes, you can easily run a firearm. Obviously, whatever your setup is, you have room for a spare mag with their magazine holder here, and then you have room obviously for other essential items and EDC stuff. Just an awesome bag, great storage space, just really good bag so far. Now I've been carrying this for a few weeks now, and comfort wise it's been incredible. I love how the small things really matter, and I'm going to tell you guys what I'm talking about here. But the strap, let's start with the strap. The strap is adjustable, which is really nice, and you pretty much get that with any sling bag you get, right? But this one has these little holders here, so you can really adjust it and have this not kind of dangling around, which is also, again, like I said, a really nice small subtle touch that makes it that much better in terms of comfort and whatnot. And then depending on how close you want it to your body, I like to have this pretty tight on me. And one of the biggest issues I've had with sling bags was their clips here. So sometimes when I have it too tight or too close or too high up, when I have layers on like a hoodie or whatever, this thing digs into my neck when I turn my head. And I hate that. It's just uncomfortable. But with this bag, I don't have that issue, and I don't know why. Now, with other sling bags, I've had to wear them across from my right shoulder. I'm right-handed, by the way. This one I have to carry from my hanging off of my left shoulder for some reason, because I have to, pull this way and then draw this way. As with other bags, it doesn't matter which shoulder you have it on. You can use that tab, rip it open, and pull it the same way. But I don't have that issue with this one, and that's a huge plus for me because it takes it just levels above in terms of comfort. And again, this is just my personal experience with this bag. Ease of use, like I said, is just the magnetic system is extremely fast, and once you get used to it, your draw is very quick. Compared to dealing with zippers, you're not concerned about, are the zippers gonna get hung up on something? Do you have to lube up the zippers every now and then? what happens if one of the zipper tabs or whatever snaps or breaks because I'm trying to rip it open too fast, whatever the case is, things like that. And I'd go as far as saying that the draw speed with the grab bag can even be faster than the draw speed of an appendix carry. There's obviously a slight learning curve at first when you carry in here, but once it clicks, it just feels very natural. Now, I do want to be clear, though. We're going to talk about obviously the downsides of carrying this because even though I love carrying it, there are some things that I noticed that I feel could be a little bit better. And it's just me nitpicking. One of the things that I've noticed, and it could be because it's new to me, but the zippers, or not the zippers, I'm sorry, but the storage compartments are very tight. So it's really hard to get stuff in here. It's very tight spacing for storage and stuff like that. See, look, I'm talking about. See, that zipper kind of got stuck there. I mean, that could have been the draw. But anyway, so yeah, even the back pocket here is pretty tight. This one feels a little bit like you got more room to play with versus the front pocket. But it could be, like I said, just because it's new to me. I don't have anything in there currently other than just this O pen right here. But could just be just because it's new, it just needs to be loosened up some over time. Not sure, but just something I noticed. And then the other thing I noticed too, and I don't know again if this is just my bag or whatever the case is, but now when you rip this thing open, perfect. But when you go to close it, you see you have this right here that didn't close. You could just kind of shut it like that. But sometimes I find that the magnets don't line up, just randomly. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. See right here, everything like, oh, not here. See? So sometimes those magnets don't line up and you kind of have to manually adjust it to make them line up. Um, but that's just something again I noticed, and I'm not super concerned about them not lining up when you close it because what's important is getting into it. I feel like if when you close it, it's because everything is said and done. There's no danger or anything like that. But just again, me nitpicking at some small details as far as me just being transparent with you guys about this product itself. So who would benefit from this bag and would I recommend it? I personally would 100% recommend this bag. I love the design, the layout, the quality, everything about this bag. Even this little two-tone color is just spot on, man. The details, the attention to detail that GRABBAG put into this bag was just top notch. The additions that you can add to this bag to make it better for you and your setup is just it's awesome. Can't be any happier with this bag. I've really enjoyed it since I've been carrying it. And why would anybody want to carry off body instead of appendix carry or on your body, on your person, right? I think that's been like the biggest topic. But honestly, this definitely plays a role in anybody's EDC lifestyle, I would say. This would be good for people who carry or who are wearing like basketball shorts, swimming shorts, sweatpants, or even if you're layered up and don't have an outside the waistband holster or whatever the case is, and you don't want to, mess around and go through all the layers. This is again something quick, easy. If you're running to the mailbox, you could throw this on and you should be good to go. But you know what I mean? Like there's different, depending on your lifestyle, different ways that you can definitely carry this and make it justifiable, at least in my personal opinion. I love sweatpants and basketball shorts. So this is something that I really carry with me pretty often. And that's just kind of who it's for. Who is this not for? Is probably someone who wants to maximize organization and carry every now and then. This is more aimed and geared specific to carry versus having EDC gear like, keys, phone, wallet, all that good stuff in here. You can do it, but I think it's going to be a little tight. And I think this is just mainly for your gun and your concealed carry weapon and things like that. You can obviously also run like a tourniquet or things like that, but it just works. And I'm sure you can make it work if you want to carry those things. You could definitely make it work if you wanted to. But overall, this is one of the fastest access concealed carry bags that I've used, and it's just been great. So if you want to check this out, if you're interested, I'll leave a link for it down below. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on this Renegade from GRABBAG and if you would run it. That should wrap it up for this video, though. Smash the like button, drop a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But if you already have, I appreciate you guys so much. God bless you, and I'll see you on the next video.